everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Leah Catherine and this is Leah Sees Movies, back again with another episode of Young Justice. Last week Speedy learned the power of friendship, and also Lex Luthor and Ra's al Ghul have the power of friendship, I guess. Basically the board is getting bigger and bigger, and we're seeing some major power players being revealed onto the team, and we're about halfway through the season. So I'm waiting, I guess, for the story not to reach, its final conclusion. We're gonna save that for the finale. But generally, I feel like halfway through a 24-episode season, you're getting some kind of game-changing move that's lining up, some big reveal, not just to the audience, but to the main characters. It seems like maybe this whole alleged spy in the group is gonna be that moment. So, corresponding to my desire/need for an Artemis solo episode, I feel like we're gonna be getting that sometime soon. I'm hoping now. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see where we're going forward now that we're reaching this midpoint. I keep waiting for the stakes to ramp up a little bit, and I hope that this episode takes us in that direction. I'm not entirely sure. The thumbnail is people in jail, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. I will stop talking. Let's get started.
This is Kat Grant.
Hey, New Orleans.
From New Orleans.
Hi, Mom. Of course, the accents.
Congratulations.
I had to just gone toe to toe.
It's more quality time than he's ever given me.
I believe I do, brother Tommy.
Somebody tell me what's going on?
It's simple. They're under arrest.
Who did Superboy's accent work? These are questions that need answers. Just realized McGann and Superboy cosplaying as siblings is gonna get weird. More Alabama than Louisiana. Why is he just now being transported? Didn't he get arrested in episode 1?
This past 4th of July, 4 ICE villains staged simultaneous attacks. Were all easily apprehended.
This is the follow-through I was looking for.
The 17-year-old Icicle Jr. was sent to a juvenile facility. Mr. Freeze to his usual cell in Arkham Asylum.
To his usual cell. My dudes. Clearly it's not working.
Both await transport to Belle Reve, which seems to have been the goal all along.
Love the way all my questions are being answered.
Your sister is sweet. How about you put in a good word for me?
Sit down. We're here.
How old are the Terror Twins supposed to be? Not that that makes 17-year-olds any less like that, but just wondering. Because it doesn't seem like there was any issue of them being sent immediately to Belle Reve, so I have to assume they're adults.
My name is Amanda Waller. I am not your mother,
The Wall.
your maiden aunt, or your friend. I am your warden. The collars can and will be used to discipline inmates. A con who breaks the rules gets one warning.
Torn between my love of The Wall and also my hatred of the U.S. prison system.
Belle Reve's walls are thick enough to hold Superman. We know, we checked. This is Professor Hugo Strange.
Okay, that's a suspicious man.
Actually, I'm a prison psychiatrist.
He is your maiden aunt.
And I promise you a sincere attempt at rehabilitation.
Custom designed to inhibit Tuppin's terror super strength, not my telepathy. But your strength is...
Not at Superman's level. I get it.
No.
Still wrestling with my inner demons right now. Call back later. Why wouldn't you just have, something that looks like the collar? It doesn't need to inhibit his strength at all.
And if I don't get my 8 hours, I'm a real killer.
I feel like you should be acting a little bit tougher than that, but, I don't have a strong hand for prison politics. Welcome to the Squid Game.
Tell me, I'll show you the ropes. We pay homage to the top of the food chain, the prison capo. My father.
That's your pa?
Yep.
See what I said about accent work? There's no consistency to the accent.
How many ice villains does it take to screw in a light bulb?
No one cares, Enigma.
Yeah, of course not, boss man. I just thought if you were having a powwow, you might need my know-how.
And a few jokes, you know, keep the mood light.
Riddle me this, doofus. Who's the biggest joke in Belle Reve? Oh, and it ain't the joke.
Okay, well, you ruined the joke if you explain the joke seconds after telling it. Also, the answer was implied.
Hello, Junior. I warned you what would happen next time we cross paths. Get off of him!
Boy, that was not wise.
Prison politics.
New fish needs to learn.
I'm not trying to do a thing, but also, it's black people as the face of the prison system and superhero medias and...
He's roadkill. Enough.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm not gonna get into it right now.
Father wouldn't mind seeing in his own son.
Great to see you too, Dad.
Get over here. Now we put the final pieces in place to bust every single con out of Belle Reve.
I mean, that seems kind of like a predictable... Like, why do all the prisoners want to go to prison? They don't plan to stay there.
I'd advise putting the new rags on.
Sooner than later.
Updating Aqualad now. We need to learn how they're busting out, or they'll just try again.
Agreed. We remain on alert.
That was the most petulant move I've seen from Aqualad. Just like, fine.
They're often the result of a conflict with the mother figure.
I'm sorry, how does anyone trust a psychiatrist that looks like that? Look at his tiny glasses that he wears indoors. It's like, oh no, those are my regular glasses. No, those are full shades.
You know who wears sunglasses inside? Blind people. And douchebags.
Tommy really wants to be like our father.
She really said, well, while we're here, let's get this therapy done.
Distant at best. Refuses to give Tommy the time of day.
Or maybe Tommy refuses to live in Tuppence' stupid fantasy world where every problem's solved in half an hour.
Like a TV show, one might say.
Exactly the parts we need.
So he busted out his little taser to be like, don't get crazy with this crowbar. But then they're just like, exactly the parts we need right in front of him.
Don't even think about it, Nickla.
It's fine. No one can say the Riddler goes where he's not wanted.
Wow, that philosophy must not leave you with a lot of options.
Well, maybe the Riddler and the Batman's gonna get some more to do.
Because my pa is a jerk who only wants me around when he needs me. But I try not to live or die over getting his approval, you know? Dude, she's hot. You can't see it because you're family, but I look at her and I think, that chick gets me. And really, that's all you need.
They were like, do you want Wally but with silver hair? Yeah, there he is.
Belle Reve needs a new capo. This ain't Arkham Freeze. We don't put up with prima donnas.
Seriously, is every single guard in this building black? What the fuck is going on here?
There's a glitch. Can't reach Frost.
We're twins, see? Got the psychic thing in utero. So you talk to me, I talk to Sis, Sis talks to Frost.
All right. Send the message. It's going down now.
Can't wait for this man with villainous, I don't even remember what those things are called. Mutton chops? Yes.
Move.
Freeze.
Voice activation, Waller 1, lockdown.
Are we just trusting mutton chops, man? That is a lot of walls.
How things going with Frost?
Superboy, I think my cover's...
The problem with them, again, is I don't care about them. I have no interest in that. That is too cold. Ice, ice, big strong people, punch, punch. It's not a bad plan.
Genius, huh?
What's Junior supposed to do then? It doesn't seem like he's actually needed for this plan.
I will reach you. I promise.
I feel like when you're communicating with someone secretly in your head, you need to not be like, I'll get to you. I promise. Like, make it a little less obvious. That's the advantage of telepathic communication.
This
Oh, there he
joins
is.
the women's wing.
Oh yeah.
We work it from our end, while Frost and her ladies work it from theirs.
Look at him shiver and shake. Too bad you're not wearing the new orange we had smuggled in. Microtech thermal units sewn into the fabric keep us toasty.
Toasty.
Sir, you're wearing
Before this is
cutoff.
over, you'll be toast.
That's not a good line, Amanda. But seriously, he said to keep us nice and toasty warm, but still keeping the guns out, you know what I mean?
A hostage like
Gotta look
Waller is
good.
more valuable alive.
Thank him, Wall. He just saved your life.
I don't trust him. I am judging a book by its cover. I don't care. I cannot trust that man.
Junior, listen. I just got me a
Also,
warrant
it's always
from
the
top.
therapist.
Collars are turning back on in the women's wing. Could happen this side any minute.
Oh man, we better tell Dad.
Or you could show some initiative.
All right. He's going.
Freeze
I don't
said
get
no
why
one
the other
goes
ones
in.
are still wearing their
Dude,
collars
you
though,
want your
because
collar to turn
Superboy,
back on?
Icy Boy took his off. They all just kept theirs on. I'd at least ask one of the super strength people, like, could you just get this off me real quick? That'd be helpful, thanks. Just in
Keep an
case.
eye on him. I'll make sure them collars stay off. Fool! He's using you. I remember him now. He's It's done.
Dad's gonna love this.
Damn, bet you guys wish you'd taken the collars off, huh?
We're almost through! The greatest jailbreak in history! Is history. Tell me how you did this, or I swear you won't thaw for millennia.
At which point you will still be in Belle Reve.
You gotta respect that she does not give way in the face of adversity.
I went back to the warden's office. Hook and Abra were taken out by ice before their collars reactivated. So...
What are you talking about? We stopped the collars from turning back on. Oh, and you're welcome?
Don't you get it? You heard Freeze in the mess. This is his power play. He's taking what belongs to your paw.
This is much smarter than I honestly give Superboy credit for normally, so I respect a mind game.
Amateur, you can't possibly hope to beat me at my own game.
Not explicitly, but I enjoy that they were like, hey, Ice Villain v Ice Villain, like which one is stronger? Oh, well, that was easy.
Can't survive unless...
It makes sense.
Well, well, well. It's the brother. Care to share Tuppy's fate?
Get out of the way! Oh, fine! I'll ice you both!
I mean, she did give her a chance to get out of the way. I personally would not be like, I just want to fight him so bad that I'm going to be in the middle of Killer Frost and someone she's mad at.
And she was such the total babe, too.
Such the total babe.
Again, please. Don't leave me.
Man, if I cared about either of them, this would be really emotionally impactful.
It's pretty cold where I come from. Oh, here.
Dude, that's your sister!
I made that as a joke, like, haha, it's gonna get real Alabama in here. Well.
Wait, is she... And are you... Oh, Dad's gonna kill me.
I appreciate that reaction. He's just kind of like, ah, crap. I helped Superboy. That was my bad.
Accounted for. Except the Riddler, who somehow did manage to escape during the confusion. Still, you must be disappointed.
After the risk you took smuggling our tech inside, you had nearly as much invested in the break as we did.
Is it not what I said?
The light should be quite pleased.
I can see having to get rid of the wall. But seriously, being like, this is my right-hand man, my most trusted advisor. That's not what she said. But I'm not trusting any man with those sideburns. Absolutely not. Dave Franco. Hold up. Dave Franco was the Riddler. I would love to see that in live action, actually, because I feel like that would be so incredibly against type. I'm into it. Well, I can honestly say I did not expect them to get McGann and Connor together as quickly as they did. Like, we are episode 11. That, considering how much of the season was still like assembling the team, getting to know each other, most of them yelling at each other, I cannot say I saw this coming this quickly, even though obviously it had been set up in the previous episodes. I don't like it. But, you know, it is what it is. I can't do anything about that. Separate from that, I actually really liked Superboy, like, getting in Icicle Jr.'s head, playing games, manipulating people. I want to see him be smart, especially, like, he still has a chip in his shoulder, like, I'm not as strong as Superman, me. But seeing that, he can be a valuable member of the team in ways other than physical strength, pretty cool. Want to see more of it. In fact, I also think they could bring in the fact that he was telepathically taught a bunch of stuff, because we saw him use it in school and just be like, oh yes, the war of this was found in this, and da da da. So like, it'd be cool to see him on a mission and they're just like, oh, we need to research this thing, and he just has like an encyclopedic knowledge of stuff. You already have Robin as the techie and then Wally as the molecular biology but it'd be cool to have kind of a historical kind of wealth of knowledge and to be able to use that in further missions. Also, I'm now very excited for the Riddler on this show. He's just a big old loser, and those are kind of sometimes really fun villains. I love a villain who isn't respected by other villains, because they're trying so hard. They have so much to prove. It's adorable. And again, I say that in villains, not in heroes. It's really annoying in heroes. I don't know what the difference is, but it's just kind of funny when no one respects you and you're like, I'm evil. Okay, you're trying your best. Like, not being taken seriously as a good guy is one thing. Not being taken seriously when you're committing crimes, that's just low blow. Like, you really have to work for it to be like, I've kidnapped 7 people, and they're just like, we're so scared. I think it's the Megamind effect. I think that's why I like it so much. All right, so I was wrong again about this being an Artemis-focused episode. At this point, they are trolling me. They know I want it, so they refuse to give it to me. On the surface, though, this was a cool episode. I kind of wish we'd been able to bring in more of the characters, even like, I don't know, have Robin crawling through a vent or something. That seems like his natural fit, and I don't know why we couldn't have just thrown a little sousson, a little sauce, a little seasoning onto the episode with the more interesting members of the team. I just think you had nowhere to go but up in this case, and they didn't do that. And I like that we circled back to the Ice Union, as I've been calling them, and I've been calling it since episode 1, and I was like, why are there all these ice villains in one place? This doesn't make any sense, and I love that they wouldn't know. There was a whole plan that we are just now getting back to of why all of these villains attacked on the same day, and what do they have to plan to do further. And I guess that they all work for the light? Everyone works for the light, and I get why now. They have some great tech, they have connections, they have all of it. But I just want like one villain who's just like, nah, I just want to fight Batman for fun. Joker. I feel like Joker is the go-to of like who is not going to work well with others. But just anyone else I think would be fun to be like, for personal reasons, I would like to kill the Flash. Like, it's just a little of that too would be fun, just because it's like, as much as I love organized crime, kind of the fun of Cape shit is a bunch of individually weird, loony people being like, I'm gonna go with a gimmick or a bananas theme and run with it while I do crimes. And that's cool. That's cool. That's fun. I know I keep going back and forth on whether or not I like how powerful the light is. I feel like I appreciate them conceptually, but halfway through the season just about, and every single thing is connected to them, I'm like, let's just have a one-off villain who actually is just there for fun, which might be Riddler now, in which case I'm down. Like, if he not only is goofy and voiced by Dave Franco, but gives me kind of the one-off goofy villain just doing his own thing that I've been looking for, I'd be very, very appreciative of that. I keep trying to think about why Superboy and Megan don't really work for me, and I think it's because as much as there's the pre-existing trope of the, like, completely unselfish, warm, emotionally intelligent girl who helps the bad boy with, you know, emotional issues and daddy issues and all that stuff, and helps him feel loved and appreciated and blah, blah, blah. It's a trope for a reason. It's long-standing. When it works, it works. But I feel like it doesn't even fall into that because Megan isn't really quite that girl, because a lot of her fascination with Superboy seems to entirely be based on finding him hot. Like, I haven't seen her be like, I love the way he stares into the void and grits his jaw a lot. Like, there hasn't been anything to be like, there's something in him, like, only I can see it. Like, I haven't gotten that vibe from her. It's just like, there's something in him. I'm seeing it. I'm looking at it. Like, that's, like, it feels ultimately to me as shallow as, like, Wally's infatuation with her. It doesn't feel like anything serious. And then Connor, okay, I can see him liking her because she's put in the most effort of the team to, like, get to know him and give him another chance. So sure. But I don't know, the relationship doesn't feel like it's grown over time. Like, the best we've gotten is him, you know, helping her cook, by which he stood in the kitchen, she threw eggs at him, and then he sat down. It doesn't feel like the relationship is going anywhere. And now they're making out. And also the fact that he's 8 months old is real gross. I don't like it. I realize mentally he feels like an adult, or at least like a 16-year-old, a 17-year-old, but I don't know. Born sexy yesterday trope. It's odd. It's odd with women, it's odd with men. I do not care for it. I feel like the last couple episodes with the introduction of like the boom tubes and then finding out like Lex Luthor and Ra's al Ghul are part of the light kind of widened the scope of the world, and being like, wow, this is even bigger than you thought it was. And then we immediately narrowed again. Yes, we saw that, okay, the prison is a thing. All the ICE villains are apparently part of the light. Obvious villain man is a part of the light. Waller's been deposed, which I think probably is the biggest, like, consequence of this episode, is like, what is Belle Reve without the wall? And I mean, obviously we know that without the wall, it pretty much is now a villain hangout masquerading as a prison. And so I'm assuming because we saw this, you know, ICE villain attack arc come back finally after 10 episodes, we are gonna see what happens when the wall is forced out. The same way we saw, like, oh, Hydra killed Nick Fury. Now he's just doing some other stuff. Like, these are the kinds of characters who have a plan on top of a plan on top of a plan, and I want to see it. Yeah, they took 10 episodes to bring back the ICE Union, so I have to just trust that even if it doesn't seem like it's coming up, we'll circle back to it eventually. All right, I think that's all I have for today. I am once again putting it out into the universe. I want the next episode to be Artemis focused. And if I'm wrong, I will continue ending every video with that until I'm right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, comment, all of that. If you don't want to do that, but you've watched all the way to the end of this video anyway, thank you. I still really appreciate you. You can follow me on the Bird app at Leah Sees Movies, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.